Can you believe a man actually used water from a girl to wash his hands? Despite being pregnant, the girl insisted on going to work every day. One day, her water broke in the office, and colleagues rushed to support her.
Oh, your water broke, finally.
No, I don't need to go.
Well, in that case, can you clean this up? Because that's disgusting.
20 years later, through her own efforts, the girl finally got promoted to senior sales manager. She continued to work hard every day. Time flew by. 40 years had passed. The girl had turned into a gray-haired old lady. On the day of her retirement, she felt a sense of relief. After bidding farewell to her colleagues, she finally went to the hospital to give birth. However, due to the large size of the baby, the old lady used up half of her life. With the baby's first cry, the child was finally born. It turned out that all these years, the baby had been growing inside her without stopping. And now, he weighed a whopping 200 kilograms. With the full cooperation of several doctors, the baby was finally lifted out. The doctors considerately put reading glasses on him and then, like his mother, moved into a nursing home.
The girl's tongue was stuck to the utility pole, seemingly impossible to detach. With a forceful tug, her tongue unexpectedly stretched half a meter. Frustrated, she used a fruit knife to cut it loose. Realizing her tongue was incredibly tough, undeterred, she picked up a large axe from the ground, contemplating cutting it off. Hesitating momentarily, she pondered the sacrifice in comparison to her life. Steel determination crossed her face as she raised the axe, ready to strike. Suddenly, a man pulled her to the ground. Acting quickly, she covered her mouth, realizing her tongue was gone, only to find it still on the utility pole as she glanced up.
The little girl pointed her finger. The moon turned into an Oreo, crashing into the earth. It turns out this girl has superpowers. With one gentle touch, whether it's a stuffed toy, a wallet, or a photo frame on the wall, even grandma's ashes box could turn into cookies. Her boyfriend, however, wasn't afraid at all. He even let her turn his own drink into a cookie. From that day, the two never had to go to the supermarket again. Immediately, they began their cookie-making plan. Regardless of what her boyfriend tossed, the girl transformed everything into cookies. Soon after, the girl's younger brother made an unexpected entrance. Before the girl could respond, her little brother transformed into a cookie, yet the girl lacked the ability to revert the change. Tearfully, the two could only consume her little brother's cookie.
A little girl encountered an elderly man on the street and discreetly snapped a photo. Convinced he was her imagined Santa Claus, she decided to secretly trail him. The man became annoyed by her constant presence, and she even followed him home, sharing his address on social media. This attracted children to his house, making him feel overwhelmed. Despite blocking doors and windows for personal space, Christmas cards kept coming. On Christmas Eve, many children gathered at his house, but he chose to ignore them, leaving them disappointed. Seeing their sad expressions, the man reconsidered, deciding to surprise the children by embracing his role as Santa Claus. Investigating the commotion, the girl found the surprise, confirming he was indeed Santa Claus.
Santa! No witnesses?
Commutes to work hanging from a helicopter. Upon reaching his destination, he's casually tossed down. He pats his head, relieved he's not running late today. In this futuristic world, cars drive vertically, and even taxis drift around corners. To ensure he's not late for work, this man, upon spotting the bus, quickly heads to the restroom. With elegance, he opens the cabinet, grabs some air freshener, then leaps down the stairs onto the bus roof. Even if traffic police spot him, they don't mind. Instead, he pulls off an extreme drift, smoothly stopping to buy coffee. On the other side, the man crashes out of a window. Before the taxi comes to a halt, he jumps onto its rear, fearing he might be late for work. This is an advertisement. Can you guess what it's for? The woman gets possessed by a demon, struggling non-stop. Her sister calls in an exorcist for help. The demon, upon seeing him, finds him oddly familiar.
Jacob?
It turns out they are well acquainted. Then the demon asks the exorcist about his recent situation. The exorcist mentions losing most of his business lately, but thanks to the demon, he can still make ends meet. The victim's sister, watching nearby, suspects they're in cahoots. The exorcist quickly explains he has expelled him dozens of times before. The demon warmly greets the sister.
Hey.
As they continue chatting, the sister can't take it anymore, and urges the exorcist to start working. The exorcist advises the demon to leave on his own, warning of holy water if he refuses. However, the demon enjoys the pain and insists on it. So, The exorcist gives him what he wants. The holy water burns the demon's body. He's in both pain and pleasure. Honestly, it's hard to tell if these two are scamming people for cash. This alien creature not only served as a fever patch, but also makes the girl, who had been suffering from a high fever for 10 years, recovered instantly. Her father thought he had found a treasure, couldn't let go of it. However, this little bug actually has a very scary side. One day, while Bella was peeing in the wilderness, the warm steam attracted the creature. It jumped right over. Curious, Bella ran over, only to have the creature jump into its mouth. Upon returning home, the creature targeted the neighbor next door. Just as the man blew smoke rings at it, the creature jumped into the man's mouth. When people found Bella again, it had been drained of all its heat. This towel loves to burrow into mouths. Not only does it like human mouths, but it also likes dog mouths. In order to get into the man's mouth, it takes a leap, pounces towards the glasses-wearing guy. The glasses guy immediately does a backflip. After 1,000 backflips, successfully dodges the attack. The creature, however, crashes into a tree due to excessive force, but it doesn't give up, jumps directly into the glasses guy's pants. Frantically moving around, the glasses guy falls to the ground. Other villagers quickly rush to help. To the man's mouth it takes, but the creature crawls into the man's buttocks. The villagers have to take out iron rods, play a round of golf. Just as the man is about to be saved, the creature jumps into the glasses guy's mouth again. This time, it's short-haired girl's turn to play golf. Can you guess where she'll hit? Into the glasses guy's pants. Frantically moving around, the glasses guy falls to the ground. Other villagers quickly rush to help, but the creature crawls into the man's buttocks. The villagers have to take out iron rods, play a round of golf. Just as the man is about to be saved, the creature jumps into the glasses guy's mouth again. This time, it's short-haired girl's turn to play golf. Can you guess where she'll hit?
Have you ever seen a Santa as cool as this? In a flash, his 50-meter-long tongue slurped up all the milk. From the shadows, a monster approached, its heavy footsteps echoing ominously. Shivering with fear, the sister clutched her mouth, but he called her name and gently brushed her cheek. Despite her near tears, the monster suddenly wrenched, expelling a gorgeously packaged gift box. Though somewhat repulsive, could you resist accepting it? The sister hesitated but reached out and took it. The monster then turned to the little brother, called him by name, and regurgitated another present, larger and more magnificent. Finally, it gently caressed their heads before vanishing into the chimney. Left bewildered, their hearts racing, the fearless little brother quickly unwrapped his gift, revealing a train model, the very thing he had yearned for. As they lay in bed, restless and unable to sleep, the sister asked a bone-chilling question.
If we want good.
An 800-year-old pair of unwashed feet is about to step on a boy. Just as he's about to become minced meat, he desperately crawls out. Recently, the boy finds a drifting bottle by the seaside. Curious, he opens it, astonished by its contents. Instantly, white-black smoke billows, forming a giant, a fierce, 100-meter figure oddly clad in fashionable shorts. The boy runs, but he's no match. The giant lifts a stinky foot to crush him. The boy crawls out, questions the giant, asking how he squeezed into the small bottle. Annoyed, the giant proves by transforming into smoke, entering effortlessly. The boy seals the bottle, leaving the giant bewildered. The giant pleads, kind-hearted. The boy releases him. After black smoke swirls, the giant reappears, becoming the boy's faithful servant. Would you like this giant as your servant?